Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs is threatening legal action over the Cochise County Board of Supervisors vote to require a full hand count of ballots for the November election.
Now, this is despite warnings from lawyers, the Secretary of State and others that the move is unlawful and unreliable. And now Hobbs, who's also running for governor, as you know, wants assurances by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett joins us live with the details. Steph?
Yeah, John and Christina, now this would be in addition to a machine tabulation count. Of course, at the end of the day, the machine count would be the official results that would be posted. Last night, more than 50 people came for the public comments section to voice their concerns and opinions. Now, many argued that the count would be unnecessary, costly, and also time-consuming. But those in favor said it's needed to make sure every ballot is counted correctly. During the 4-hour meeting and public testimony Monday, 2 Republican supervisors voted in favor for the measure to require a hand count of all ballots in Cochise County. But they were warned that the move is illegal. Today, Katie Hobbs tweeting that if the board doesn't provide assurances that they'll proceed in compliance with the law by 5 p.m. tomorrow, she will take them to court. County Supervisor Ann English, a Democrat, voted against the hand count.
I know what they want, but I'm not sure how they hope to accomplish it. It's sad that we've gotten to this state. I'm not sure we should have gotten to this place instead of going to the people at the legislature who could actually give them the relief that they're asking for, and it being legal.
Hobbs has repeatedly said that a hand count should only be used if the election equipment becomes impractical and risks the integrity of the election. The Secretary of State's office maintains that the machines are federally and state certified and conducts pre- and post-election logic and accuracy testing and post-election limited hand count audits. But many Republican officials are still pushing false claims that tabulation equipment is rigged. Supervisor Peggy Judd said the hand count will improve confidence in the election system.
I still don't see this, legal or illegal, by the way, as something that's going to hurt our election process, because it's going to happen completely afterwards. It's going to happen on her terms.
At last check, around 77,000 people are registered to vote. The county recorder says he's happy to help facilitate the move.
There's a large group that wants to do it. I have no problem double checking what we do. So it depends on who shows up to work to do it, how you prep the positions to go forward, and then the cost wise minimal because they're volunteers. My knowledge of it is volunteers. I have no problem paying them.
Yeah, and for now, the Board of Supervisors will be holding an emergency meeting tomorrow to discuss how to move forward. They could either drop it altogether or they could decide to go forward with that hand count and a potential lawsuit. Reporting live tonight, Stephanie Bennett, Fox 10 News.